Hello, and thank you so much for tuning in today. Before I get started, let me remind you to please like, subscribe, and share, and also set the reminder so that you're reminded every time I upload a video. So, for today's devotional recap, the title is Frozen When You're Frozen in Fear. So for those of you who did not download the Glorify app, I encourage you to download it. I will put the link in the description. Again, it's just a reminder for you. So the Bible verse we're coming from is Habakkuk 3:16 through 19. And I want to focus on verse 17. In verse 17, I want you to see what situations that you're currently that you may be feeling like you don't have what you need, and you can apply that. It could be anything from, maybe you're not receiving the job that you needed, or maybe you getting a bad doctor's report, you not having a good relationship, or that you're not having an outcome from a relationship that you wanted. It can be anything. And I want you to notice how Habakkuk says, he doesn't have this, he doesn't have that. But then in verse 18, he says that he's still willing to rejoice and just be joyful. And so that's a reminder of something that we can do when we're going through things and we're feeling like we don't have what we need, or we're missing this, or we're missing that. We can actually rejoice. I know sometimes these things may lead us to feel pain. They may lead us to want to avoid, whatever we did to lose what we have, or to not gain what we wanted. It's gonna kind of probably direct our path, and sometimes it may not be the best path to avoid things, or to run away, or just because you don't want to deal with the challenges. And that's understandable. I've been there. I'm sure you have as well. But verse 19 tells us that God gives us strength. He gives us what he needs to equip us. And I also just want to remind you from 1 Corinthians 1:27 through 29 that God doesn't call the equipped, he equips the called. So just remember that. And I want to leave you with the question: when is the last time that fear has stopped you from doing something? What is fear stopping you from doing? I know I'll share that recently I was at work and I heard a coworker who was just having a rough day, dealing with some personal issues. And, my first thought was to go and pray with her. But then fear kicked in, and I was like, well, I don't want to, I don't want to impose. What if she doesn't want to be bothered? What if she doesn't, what if she doesn't even pray? What if she doesn't believe in God? Like, I don't know her that well, but I did, I did feel led to pray with her because of what, some of the things that she was mentioning when she was on the phone. And also I didn't want her to feel like, oh, is she listening to my calls? So, fear kicked in, and I talked myself out of it. But I did pray for her, and today I was, I kind of overcame that fear, and I went to her and I said, hey, I know last week that you were having a bad week, and I just want to let you know that I was praying for you, and, that I wanted to encourage you, and, just to encourage her to keep her spirit, even though she was not having a good week. So that is the last time that I can think of that fear kicked in, but there are plenty of other times. So what's your story? Comment below and let us know. Let us know what you think about today's devotional. Toodles!